bring you in now. 3 podiums from the opening 5 races. Is that a tally that matches with your pre-season expectations?
No, I think it's probably better than our pre-season expectations, to be honest. The pace has fallen out where we thought, that step behind McLaren, and then a close fight with Red Bull and Ferrari, and we've been doing really well to get those podiums, but I don't think it necessarily, and we're nicely P2 in the teams championship, but I don't think it necessarily means we are the second fastest team. I think sort of on average we've been the 3rd fastest team. We saw, obviously, Charles had a great race last week, and obviously Max also the last couple of races, but we've just been nicely consistent and picking up points.
Consistent, yes, but it looked like Saudi was the most difficult of the races so far. Having had a chance to debrief with the team, what conclusions have you reached?
I mean, tyres were too hot, really, so that was a big problem, and I think just pushing a bit too hard to try and keep up with the front 2, and Charles put in a really, really strong race, and I was probably driving too quick for what the tyres and the car was capable of, and then we dropped off the cliff. So not too sure how this weekend's going to pan out, because I think in terms of temperatures and the tyres, it'll be relatively similar to Jeddah. So we'll have to wait and see see any of the learnings we've taken from last week. We can translate into a bit of performance, but I'm confident the quality pace will sort of be there or thereabouts, but it's the race pace there's a bit more of a question mark.
All right, George, thank you for that. Good luck. And Lewis?
Say to Sky Sports, question for George, actually, with your GPDA hat on. The President Mohammed bin Sulayem has said that after constructive feedback with drivers, he's looking at making improvements to the rules that govern the driver conduct issues and so on. I just wanted to know, do you think that's a very positive step, George?
Yeah, I mean, conceptually, yes, but obviously we want to see these things put into action rather than saying, we're considering things. We all consider a lot of things. We're clear we want changes, and once they are implemented, then we'll comment on it. But for the time being, it's being considered, so it's just, the words don't mean anything until the change has been made.
Okay, David.
Welcome to Miami. It's quite the race here. How are you feeling about the package that Mercedes have brought to this race, and how both the track and the temperatures here may suit you in the car?
Well, I think, it's going to be very exciting. My first time in Miami, not only in the track, but the city as well.